Ang pe-present ko sa inyo ngayon ay yung nationwide operational assessment of hazards or NOAA. No? It's really in response to President Aquino's instruction to put in place a responsive program for one, flood mitigation, specifically targeting a 6-hour flood early warning system for 18 priority river basins. No? There's much more sa Philippines na kailangan pag-aralan, but since yung 18 yung pinaka-flood prone, yun muna yung uunahin. And kasama dyan yung Marikina Pasig watershed, no? Which includes Metro Manila, Cagayan de Oro, tsaka Iligan, which is the hometown of Gang. Iligan. Merong town doon Badoy. Wala ba? Kay ano pala? Unang project NOAA. And then enhancement of geohazard maps using LiDAR, as well as the enhancement of storm surge vulnerability maps. You might not know it, but sa disaster work or in the disaster arena, there's really a lot of politics. No? Talagang katakot-takot ang politika dyan, even up to now. No? Katakot-takot yung politika because everybody wants to be the top dog ng disaster work. Okay? For good reason, kasi nagagamit siya sa politics, no? If you're very effective in disaster preparedness saka disaster work, no? Nagagamit ng mga politika yan for winning elections, no? And at the same time, recently nagkaroon ng bill na tinatawag na calamity fund, no? Pag nagtotalk ako sa provinces, pag sinabi yung Project NOAA, yung sa DILG, ang first na tinatanong nila, paano gamitin yung calamity fund? Kasi according to the law, no? Yung calamity fund, kailangan natin kunin yung 5% ng revenue ng municipality or yung province, and 70% of that 5% goes to disaster preparedness. The other 30% of that 5% goes to search and rescue, emergency response. No? So maraming pwedeng ilagay doon sa 70%. For example, sa Makati, if they're earning 10 billion a year, 5% of that is what? Ilan? Dali. Ang 10% of 10 billion is 1 billion, di ba? So 5% is 500 million. And 70% of that 500 million, they have to spend for projects like Project NOAA, no? Paano ini-inform 'yan sa mga tao, ano yung gagawin? It's really for disaster preparedness. And 70% of 500 million is a lot of money. And think that itong sinasabi ko is just for Makati at marami pang mga ibang mga cities sa Metro Manila. Like for example, Quezon City, province of Laguna. I think 20 billion yata ang kinikita niyan every year. And there's really a lot of money dito sa ano. And expect na yung politics sa disaster arena is really going to be very stiff, no? As is what is happening right now. So mahirap implement. Lahat itong mga ginagawa natin ngayon, yung pinalalabas natin yung mga data, nagkakaroon ng ganyan, used to be just a dream. Panaginip lang yan. But now, it's happening because I'm part of government. And CP is also part of government. We're working for the government. So tama, the spot on yung iyong advice kanina. Okay maging rebelde, okay maging resty, maging ano. Kaya lang, I think if you really want to effect change, no, kailangan talaga nandun kayo sa mainstream, and that mainstream really is in government. Okay, next slide please. Yung Project NOAA incorporates more and more projects as we progress, no? But right now, there are 7 projects within the program or project called Project NOAA. Sige please. Hydromet sensors development. We're putting in place automated sensors all over the Philippines. Next slide please. Tuloy-tuloy lang. Dream LiDAR, no, which surveys, will be conducting surveys for the entire Philippines to map out the entire Philippines, all 300,000 square kilometers of it, at very high resolution. Kaya kailangan ng very high resolution kasi if we only provide regional scale hazard maps, the people don't identify with the problem. You need local scale community maps so that the people can see their houses, their neighbors' houses, the bridge in their community, the river in their community, and the flood hazards relative to the place where they live. No? And once they identify that is actually raising awareness, and awareness is the first step towards disaster preparedness. So hazards information media, we have a 24/7 TV channel called DOS-TV. No? Baka malagay ito sa Sky Cable. We talk to Gabi Lopez and Piki Lopez. Actually, nung present namin yung Project NOAA dun sa kanya, pinakita ko yung probability ni CP. Pagkita dun sa Pasig, sabi 85% chance of rain according to Project NOAA and Climate X. Pagtingin namin doon sa bintana na gano'n, nakatirik yung araw, no? So, gumanon si Gabi. And then, sabi niya, talaga ba yan? Oo, totoo yan. Yan ang sinasabi ng siyensya. The first thing that you need to do is trust in science, no? Kasi science works for us. Lahat ng ginagamit nyo ngayon that makes your life easier, based do sa mga scientific work in the past and of today. No? Naging technology na. So sabi ko, yes, yan ang sinasabi ng Project NOAA. No? So, natapos yung meeting, nagpaglabas kong gano'n, dadasal ako na kailangan umulan. No? Umulan ka ng malakas. True enough, after 1 hour and 10 minutes, ayun, bumuhos yung ulan dun sa Pasig. No? Bumuhos ng ganyan. May na-receive akong text. Good job. From the following day, na-cancel yung flight ni Gabi Lopez. No? Tapos, nagtatanong sa akin yung secretary. Pinapatanong kung sa Sunday ba ay okay yung panahon. No? Sinagot ko, I'm not really a forecaster. No? I'm not a forecaster as pag-asa. So, ginawa pa akong personal forecaster. Hindi naman ganun talaga yung Project NOAA. Ang Project NOAA is really just to save lives. No? And Project NOAA is not just a website. We really think of it as a way of life. No? It's a way of life. We encourage the people to put it in their system, to make it a habit, to be safe all the time. No? Na yung safety, yung consciousness about our safety is not just about safety when the crisis happens, but actually safety in our consciousness long before the crisis happens. No? Years before, months before, it requires a lot of practice, a lot of drills, a lot of reading, reading on the hazards in that area, no? In your community. So, kailangan coordination with your LGUs, with your neighbors, ano yung mga bibilin. You really have to make it a way of life. Kasi kung gagawin nyo lang yan during the crisis event, it might be too late. No? So, kailangan talaga na palagi nyong ginagamit yan. Okay. Project NOAA, landslides and geohazards assessment. Ini-improve namin yan, Doppler system development. Magkakaroon tayo ng mga Doppler data, sensors, deployed all over the Philippines to cover all parts of the country. No? Right now, there are 6 for our streaming in NOAA, but we'll try to complete it. Dati, bawal yun. Bawal ilabas. No? Pero kasi, yung importante ngayon, hindi naman tayo dapat nagre-rely lang doon sa information from government, no? Na pinupull natin sa kanila. Ang technique ngayon, bago ngayon, is that we ask the government to push their data to get the people informed with information that is deserved by the people. No? So, bago na. Kasi kung uulitin pa natin yung sistema noong panahon, uulit yung mga disasters from one place to another, just like what happened during Sendong, during Pepeng, during Ondoy, during Durian, during Frank, etc., etc. And we need to try something new. And when we're trying to use something new, no, I mean, we use advanced science and technology, the use of internet, the use of freely available technologies in the internet, Project NOAA in itself. Whatever you're seeing in Project NOAA, these are all new stuff, maraming new stuff derived from lessons from past disasters which have not yet been implemented. And based on these lessons that we've learned from past disasters, we try to incorporate it into the program. Okay? So, kailangan maintindihan natin yung gustong mangyari ni Pinoy. No? Siguro maganda ko rin sabihin na all of these will not happen without the direct command from the President. Kasi as I said, everybody is struggling to be the top dog, no? So, maraming mga turfing, maraming mga ganyan, and it will only have to come from the president para mag-follow suit lahat. Okay? And that's very, very important, I think. At kailangan din matuwid yung daan, no? So, importante sa Project NOAA that we deliver information that are reliable, that are accurate, and delivered to the people or disseminated to the people in timely fashion. No? Kasi importante na maibigay yon. And it's supposed to be just a supplement of Pag-asa advice. Okay? We're just the near real-time tool of Pag-asa. So, kailangan supplement lang. Pag hindi dumating yung advice na yon in text form, meron pa kayong handle on the situation. 5 minutes na lang. Handle on the situation. So, kailangan na ma-deliver ng mabuti yung information na yon. Ano? Kasi may nagsasabi na lahat naman tayo may karapatan idepensahan ng ating sarili. Maging mahirap man o mayaman man, we have a right to defend ourselves. No? And the way by which we can do that is to be able to make the right decisions given the most accurate, most reliable information and timely information coming from the government. No? So, importante yon. But kailangan din, the people are prepared in order that they can use the information delivered to them. Kailangan yon, they work hand in hand. Ang disasters ngayon are viewed not as the product of one-time extreme events, but they're treated now as the product of a failure in development planning. So pagka alam nyo na na-compromise yung area tapos nag-develop pa kayo, pinarami nyo pa yung mga tao doon, the next time that event happens again, let's say 10 or 20 years from now, malaki na yung population, highly developed, pag tumama yon, that's considered a big disaster. So kailangan maging matalino tayo. Use the advanced tools, use these scenario building tools para makita natin, ma-identify natin which are the places that are compromised. And let's try to avoid that in the future. Okay, next slide please. Yung mga flood maps, sige, click lang. We have flood maps. We're developing it for different types of flood scenarios. No? Kailangan gamitin yan to prepare where to put your search and rescue boats, where to put yung mga key rescue facilities. Alam nyo kung saan tatakbo. You don't have to go all the way to Paranaque. Pwede naman sa Marikina, meron ng mga places na hindi. So, gone are the days na pag binentahan kayo ng lupa ng isang realtor, sabihin niya na, hindi binabaha dito. You just have to go to Project NOAA, type the address, at makikita nyo kung nagsisinungaling sa inyo yung realtor o hindi. No? Tapos, meron din tayong flood reporting system. I think this is the last one. Ito yung dinidescribe ko sa inyo na Android phone. No? Na Android phone. Pagka iPhone din, later on na ilalabas. No? Pagka tinireport nyo, makikita nyo yung baha dun sa lugar na pinagreportan nyo. And if everybody participates, we can map out the flooding in the entire of Metro Manila for any particular storm or thunderstorm. Pag nangyari yan in the future, alam natin yung intensity, you know where it's going to be flooded at what level. Okay? And next slide please. So, kailangan yun, dapat lahat. Kasi it makes use of the crowdsourcing technique. So, the more people that input, the better the map that we can produce. Project NOAA, again, is not just a website. It's really a way of life. And please use it. Encourage your families and friends to use it because the life that you may save will be one of your loved ones. Thank you very much.